All right, we got one of the young up-and-coming drivers with us tonight, John DeLong. He's kind enough to come on and share some of his insight into some of his drives. John, we'll go ahead and start in race number 2. We've got number 6, Fox Valley Rocker. The filly makes her career debut off an exceptional qualifier. John, is this one ready to mix it up early tonight?
I mean, it's her first start, so I'll just have to see behind the gate. If I have to, I'll go to the front, but Dad usually likes me to race his young horses from behind. But if she needs to race on the lead, that's depending what her odds are, we'll race her there. But she qualified really good. She's a really nice filly. So,
any plans or goals with this one next year, John?
well, she got hurt this spring, and we gave her time off and everything, and she's come back really good. And I'm hoping next year she's a top stake filly.
All right, thanks, John. We'll go ahead and move on to race number 4. We've got number 2, Western Willow. John, the filly looked to have some pace turning from home last week. What happened when she broke?
I moved off of Marcus's back last week. So I was sitting like third on the rail, and his horse looked like it was all done. And I pulled out behind Casey, and Casey's horse made a break behind the gate, and he ended up making another break coming out of the last turn, and I was just in a bad spot, and I had to overcorrect her and just kind of pulled her off her feet. But once she came back on stride, she charged hard. So hopefully she's better, and I can sit close and sneak through late.
All right, John. Can this one race up front, or do you have to keep her off the pace?
Well, the only race she's won this year has been on the lead, and that was at Balmoral. So, and she seemed to handle the half good last week, and I left with her a little bit last week. So, if she can get to the lead, I think she'll be fine.
All right, thanks, John. We'll go ahead and move to race number 5. We got number 2, Jeannie Lynn Bardot. John, the 3-year-old filly was impressive last out and looks to be facing a similar field. When you pulled first over last week, how good was she, John?
Well, she's a horse. She tends to wait on people. She's really not that good on the front. She's better, coming with cover or being first over and trying to time my move. Last week, or her last start, I cleared too early, and Casey almost got me down by the wire. But she's a really nice filly, and I think I'll probably race her. She was really sick here her last start. We had to scratch her, so kind of a just see what the race gives me and go from there.
All right, thanks, John. We'll go ahead and move to the last race here, race number 13, the last leg of the pick 4. You've got number 5, Lismara's Lady. Makes her second start for a new trainer, John. How'd she race last week?
She raced good. I thought, she paced home strong. I know that, Dirk's only had her a couple weeks, so I look for her to improve.
All right. Do you think that she likes the half-mile track after driving her last week?
Well, on her lines, she's raced here before, and she's won here before when Mike Cox had her, so I think she'll be just fine.
All right, John, we'll go ahead and let you get out of here on this one. John, in your opinion, what is the toughest aspect of learning how to drive?
Well, especially in here in Chicago, I would say it's patience at both tracks, and especially with a lot of young horses. That's basically what I drive and what I like to drive is the young horses. And patience is a big thing. When I when I first started driving down here, I liked to run and gun, and was pretty excessive with the whip sometimes, but hopefully that's things of the past.
All right, spoken like a true pro. For John DeLong, this is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association, live at Maywood Park. We'll send it back up to you, Joe. All right, we got driver John DeLong here with us, driver of number 6 Fox Valley Rocker in the second race here at Maywood. John, it looked like you got out of the gate pretty well, and then you were making a quarter move, and she just broke up the backside. You had enough speed to clear. What happened out there, John?
I just think she made a speed break. I smooched to her and touched her once with the whip, and she got to pacing pretty hard and just kind of overpaced herself and just made a break.
Was Kyle on the 3-horse Bonjour Madame the winner? Was that horse trying to stretch you out, John?
No, I don't think so. He was probably pretty content on letting me go. If I could have crossed over, but so.
Last question, John. How'd she come out of the race?
She walked out of the bat stall fine. I went back and checked on her, so she's good.
All right, thanks, John. For John DeLong, and this is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association, live at Maywood Park, and we'll send it back up to you, Joe. All right, we got Casey Leonard here, driver of number 1 Up Front Miss Major here at Maywood in the third race. Casey, it looked like you were getting a perfect trip, and then you just got jammed in, and it looked like the horse in front of you just stopped. Did you ever consider quarter moving, Casey?
That was my intentions. He looped me off the gate, and then he, when I went to move off his wheel there, he put his whip up and started chasing. So with getting looped, usually you just got to take your medicine unless you want to chance it. So thought I'd sit in, but she's been racing so poor, the 7-horse, that I really didn't want to follow her. But when you get looped with the quick start, the outside horse sometimes has an advantage. So
yeah, a little bit of a unfortunate racing luck there, Casey. When did you know you were in trouble?
When he didn't let me go down the backstretch going to the quarter pole.
All right, for Casey Leonard, thanks, Casey. This is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association, live at Maywood Park. We'll send it back up to you, Joe. All right, we got Josh Sutton here with us, driver of number 4, Kiss Me After. Josh, you were the 3-2 favorite, and it looked like you were getting some easy fractions up front. Did you have to use her at all early?
No, not really. She's just a green filly, and the first time they put a fly mask on her, and she really didn't know what to do on the front end when she couldn't see.
Josh, can you explain to the viewers out there what is a fly mask?
It's a screen that goes over their face, and it just kind of keeps them from seeing everything all the time during the race, and it just helps them from seeing stuff flying up, the dust and whips in their face and stuff like that.
Josh, when did you know you were in trouble?
About the half.
About the half. All right, thanks, Josh. For Josh Sutton, this is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association, live at Maywood Park. We'll send it back up to you, Joe. All right, I got winning trainer here, Duncan Price of number 1 Wrecking Ball. The 14-year-old gelding got its first win of the year. Duncan, what can you tell us about this one?
All I can tell you is I give all the credit to my daughter Lori. It's been her horse. He was raised at our house, and we've had him his whole life, and she's done a heck of a job getting him sound and racing again.
All right, Duncan. Duncan, this one's 14, and for the listeners out there, they might not know that this is going to be its last year of racing. Does it got one more start left?
Yeah, I think we'll get one more start. That'll be it. That he's going to retire at our house.
All right, for Duncan Price, thanks, Duncan. This is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association, live at Maywood Park. We'll send it back up to you, Joe.
One more thing.
All right, we got the southpaw Josh Sutton here with us, driver of number 6, Don't Dare This Dog in the 10th race. Josh, you drove a perfect race. You blasted out of there, and you got a perfect trip. When did you know you were a winner?
I figured if I could get out somewhere down the backstretch, or around the turn, I thought he'd be pretty good. Last week I just got him around there, and he had a little pace on the end, so tonight I decided to leave with him.
Josh, did you know he was sitting on this kind of effort tonight, bud?
I knew he was pretty good last week. Like I said, I just sat with him in the back and went up the inside and got a little check, and then tonight I decided, why not now? No speed on the inside. I might as well leave out there with him.
All right, well, great drive, Josh. Thanks for coming on. For Josh Sutton, this is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association, live at Maywood Park. We'll send it back on up to you, Joe.